Please write this down. Your most valuable commodity is your time, knowledge, and energy. Your most valuable commodity is your time, knowledge, and energy.
The king of high ticket sales. World's highest paid consultant. Media celebrity. Multi-millionaire entrepreneur. Acclaimed TEDx speaker. International best-selling author. Dan Lok.
So I share with you, there was a period of time when I was doing a lot of free consulting, right? Free consulting. And people would call up and they would pick my brain. I hate to hear that word, by the way. Please do not contact me and write that. Then I want to pick your brain. Whenever people say that to me, here's the image I have. It feels like someone just cut off my skull, open it up, and with that Grinch nail, that's how I feel. When I say, I want to pick your brain. That's the image that I have, okay? It's scary. Anyway, then I was doing free consulting. So people would call me up, and I would spend hours with them on the phone. I was just trying to help, and they can ask me all kinds of questions, because I thought, right, if I deliver value that way, that maybe they would do business with me, right? They would see how smart I am. By the way, people don't do business with you because they know how smart you are. People do business with you because they believe that you can solve their problems, okay? So anyway, so I was doing all these things, and back then I was still living with my ex-girlfriend, not my wife, my ex-girlfriend. And I was just in my home office, was doing these calls, and one day I was doing the call, finished the call, a gentleman called me up, and I spent an hour with him on the phone and gave him all kinds of ideas and strategies. And my ex-girlfriend, Tiffany at the time, walked by, and she's Chinese, and she overheard the conversation, and then she looked at me with those beautiful blue eyes, right, beautiful brown eyes, and she looked at me speaking in Chinese and said, "Dumbass!" I said, "What?" I said, "Why?" She said, "Why are you giving all your information away for free?" Well, I'm just trying to help. But she said, "But you invest a lot of money and time and effort to accumulate this knowledge, and here you are giving all this information away for free, bits and pieces of it, enough to make someone dangerous and not getting compensated for your time, energy, and resource and effort. You should charge for it." But I said, I've never done this before. Like at the time, I was just doing copywriting, right? I've never done like marketing consultation. I said, well, I charge people for copy, but how much should I charge for consultation? I don't know, just make up a number. Try it. I said, okay, I'll try it. And so next guy calls me up from the States, I remember, calls me up and said, "Oh yeah, I saw your website, I read your article, I need some help," and we talk, and suddenly, some courage comes from that, right? Because sometimes you don't have the woman to motivate you, right? She was looking at me, like eavesdropping, and I was like, well, the guy was asking me all kinds of questions, and here's how you flip it around, by the way. Here's how you flip it around. You know what? All those are great questions. And try it with me. All those are great questions.
All those are great questions.
And I'll be more than happy to answer all the questions that you have.
More than happy to answer all the questions you have.
But before that, do you mind if we talk about money for a second? That's it. Okay? I said, oh, sure, we can talk about money. Yeah. Well, I kind of charge for consultation. I was very nervous, right? I kind of charge for consultation. Well, how much you charge? Shit. I don't have a price in my mind. I don't have a number. I don't know what I'm going to charge. So here's a very good line. What kind of budget are you working with here? Like, how much have you set aside for this? Well, because I have no clue, right? Well, I was thinking of just hiring some of the right copy, but I think I need some marketing consultation, maybe like $2,000 or something like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I charge. That's exactly my price point, $2,000. Oh, great, okay. And then after, would you like to put on Visa or MasterCard? That's it. From that incident, I know, wow, suddenly when you ask, when you value yourself, the marketplace will act. It will act. Let me give you one important piece. Is it okay if I give you a bonus? Yeah. A bonus? Okay. Supply and demand. It's on the PowerPoint. So with supply and demand, what we want to do in order to charge high prices, you have to use and utilize the law of supply and demand, and you have to use it to your favor. You have to use it to your favor. It means your job is to keep driving up the demand. Keep driving up the demand. And you want to limit the supply. And this you could do. Let me give you an example. Let's say you keep doing your marketing, you're getting a lot of leads, and you're talking to people on the phone, and you're closing some sales. If you're telling the marketplace, you know what, I can take on as many people as possible, I can take on anybody as possible, then it's not a lot then you have infinite supply. When you have infinite supply, there's no value. Instead of saying, you know what, I only take on 2 clients per month. You don't get in here, you're going to have to wait next month. And I already have people on the waiting list for next month. You control, right? Use that to your favor. So instead of saying, yeah, I'll take on anybody, no, I only take on 1 client a month because I'm very focused. I believe in delivering value. I can't work with 20 accounts. I'll work with 1 account. Nicholas Kusmick, the highest paid Facebook strategist, takes on only 10 clients a year. 10. You want to play with him, $100K minimum marketing budget with Facebook per month. Otherwise, he ain't playing. That's it. You don't have $1 million in marketing budget, he's not working with you. Because he gets 15K per month or 15% of the deal. That's how he works, right? That's what I mean. He's not saying, I'll take on as many people as possible. No, I'll take on 10 clients a year. That's it. Because he understands supply and demand. And that's why with the demand thing, when do you do marketing? Hello? When you don't need clients. When you have more clients that you could handle. When your pipeline is so full, that's when you drive the demand even more. Because now you have all the autonomy, you have all the power to charge what you want. Because you don't care if you get that client or not. You have so many people, you know what, you don't want it, I got like 5 calls after you. You want it or you don't want it, doesn't really matter. And I got 5 more calls tomorrow. I only take on X amount of clients per year. What do you want to do, right? When you come from that kind of posture, you can dictate whatever price you want. Does that make sense? So it's about this. Now, don't solve your marketing problem by offering a cheap price. If you don't have enough leads, you're not talking with potential prospects, lowering that doesn't help nobody. It doesn't help nobody. You got to fix the marketing problem. Drive up the demand. Keep driving up the demand. This year, I'm doing more quote-unquote marketing things, activities, more than ever. And I'm busier than ever. Because I know it builds the momentum. It builds the momentum. I don't want to charge $100K. I want to charge $250,000. I want to charge $500,000 a year with 1 client. In order to do that, who do I have to be? Who do you have to become? What kind of value you have to deliver to do that? I don't stop. You just keep doing that. Tony Robbins charges $1 million per client for one-on-one coaching because he's Tony Robbins. He's Tony fucking Robbins, that's why, right? Because he's got the reach. Supply, and when Tony says, I only take on 5 clients a year, right? I'm exposed to millions of people every year. I take on 5, $1 million each. Who wants it? There you go. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. Hi, this is Dan Lok. Welcome to Dan Lok TV. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now you might ask, why should I? Every week, I'll post 2 new videos, all focusing on helping you becoming a better entrepreneur. You will be challenged, and you will be inspired, and you will be motivated. More importantly, you'll get practical ideas and strategies that will take your business to the next level. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you don't miss out on a single episode. I promise you, you won't regret it.